Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have a bunch of updates to share about Donald Trump's coup clown. So first, Trump's Georgia co-defendant, Travian Coup, is about to get a Fani Willis smackdown, I have a feeling, because she was caught threatening former Georgia election worker Ruby Freeman. She's a witness in the Georgia RICO case, and Freeman, as you probably recall, she was approached by Coup and by others who were indicted in this case. This was following the 2020 election. They tried to pressure her to falsely say that she rigged the Georgia election results. And Kuti is so ignorant of the facts and what's going on in the real world that she still believes the election was stolen. Because I guess in her little Reich wing bubble, no one bothered to tell her Freeman and her daughter, Shaye Moss, have been racking up defamation wins because not a single person has been able to prove that they took part in any kind of election fraud. And Kuti's ignorance on this could cost her her freedom, because in an Instagram post, or actually it was an Instagram live video, I take that back, Kuti referenced Freeman, and she said, quote, "Everybody's alive. There's no murder weapon. As a matter of fact, there's a woman sitting somewhere who knows this whole thing is a lie, who knows I never did anything to her, who knows I never, who knows she begged me for help. There's a woman sitting somewhere who knows that I am going to fuck her whole life up when this is done." So legal experts are saying this is a clear-cut case of witness intimidation and obstruction of justice, and that she is directly violating the terms of her bond agreement. So we can expect to see a motion soon to send Kuti to jail while she awaits trial. Unfortunately, I think this is what happens when defendants see their co-defendants getting a slap on the wrist for similar behavior. Because you guys will remember, I shared recently, Kuti's co-defendant, Harrison Floyd, was dragged into court recently. He had the terms of his bond agreement modified because he was tagging witnesses in posts on Twitter. So he was ranting about the case. He was insulting some of them. Well, the judge refused to jail him until trial. So this is what happens. You know, I say, make an example out of one of them. Make an example out of Kuti. This is a more direct threat. It's pretty explicit. So throw her in jail. Throw her ass in jail, even if it's only for a short period of time. And then we'll see how fast the rest of these people shut their nasty claptraps, right? So I'll let you know how that goes. And speaking of Ruby Freeman and Shaye Moss, America's defendant, Rudy Giuliani, got some bad news today related to the defamation suit that they brought against him. Giuliani had asked the judge to cancel the upcoming jury trial, which is just to determine how much money he owes Moss and Freeman, because remember, the judge already ruled in their favor. The judge already ruled against Giuliani and said, okay, yeah, I'm going to give the win to Freeman and Moss. So Giuliani wanted the judge to make the decision. He said, no, you know, we can't have a jury trial because you already ruled against me, so it should be up to you to determine how much they get. In reality, it's probably because he knows New York hates him. New York jurors probably hate him. They probably loathe him. So yeah, he doesn't want the decision in their hands. Well, the U.S. District Judge that's overseeing this trial is Beryl Howe. She's presiding over the case, and she denied Giuliani's request. And she wrote, quote, "Giuliani's position that the long-standing jury demand in this case was extinguished when he was found liable on plaintiff's claims by default is wrong as a matter of law." And in regard to another part of his request, Judge Howe responded and said, quote, "This is simply nonsense." So the jury trial to determine compensation will begin next Monday, December 11th. And the judge says it will probably take between 3 to 6 days. So I will definitely let you know how that goes down. I also have a quick update to share about my pillow man, Mike Lindell. I mentioned not too long ago that Mike Lindell planned to use his in-house counsel from his My Pillow company to represent him in the Smartmatic defamation lawsuit after his legal team quit because he couldn't pay them. So this was a couple months back. You'll recall, well, he seems to have found another sucker to help him with the defamation case brought by former Dominion Voting Systems employee Eric Coomer. Lindell told the judge that he just hired a Virginia-based law firm called McSweeney, Sincar, and Kachuroff. I think it's how you pronounce it, Kachuroff. Anyway, they're going to represent him in that Colorado case. So that was the case, again, brought by the Dominion employee who is suing him also for defamation. And then last but not least, I have news to share about now former attorney Lin Wood. Lin Wood recently complained on Telegram, quote, "Tomorrow will mark the fourth Thanksgiving beginning in 2020 that I have not heard from any of my 4 children. Tomorrow is also my youngest son Charlie's 35th birthday. I have not heard from him on his birthday in 4 years, beginning in 2020. What evil explains the last 4 years? 3 question marks. The devil and his minions in Earth, the deep state and its operatives." Or, hear me out on this one, Lynn. It could be, just saying, maybe throwing it out there, it could be your break with reality. It could be, maybe, perhaps, your support of a man who literally tried to overthrow the government, who incited an insurrection, who was found liable for rape. I don't know, who, took children, literally stole children from their parents at the border, and hundreds of which have not been returned. They lost track of them. Could be things like that. I'm just saying, and I have so many other thoughts on this. I mean, he has 4 children from 3 different marriages. You're the common denominator there, Lynn. Again, I'm just saying, that's called a clue. Second, why is his son responsible to call him on his son's birthday? I mean, what is that about? Like, hey, Dad, thanks for making me. I don't know. What is that all about? Anywho, Wood went on to pray that God would cut down his enemies, like a good Christian. And then he said, "Oh, you know what? I don't have to worry about it because Trump is going to do that first." Wood wrote, quote, "Their time is coming. I just have to wait on the Lord," in all caps. "And I also look forward to the day when President Trump obliterates," again, all caps, "the deep state. I believe he is in the process of obliterating the deep state right now." Why is it, this is my question, why is it that these people only have faith in God? They only believe in the Lord and what he wants when they get their way. Have you ever noticed that? They blather on about how, it's God's will. It was God's will that Trump was elected. Okay, if you believe that God is responsible for everything and it is his will that makes everything happen, if that is true, then wouldn't that mean that it was God's will that Biden was elected in 2020? Doesn't that mean that God wanted Trump to lose? Yeah, again, just saying. Just a thought. All right. Anyway, I will let you all know when I hear more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please please share this video, become a subscriber if you have not. Please donate if you possibly can. It truly helps to keep the show going and means the world to me. Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.